Hi guys, I am going to show you how to use Photopea. So today is February 10th. I apologize that I'm late. You want to make sure you go into Canvas, Intro to Photography, and Modules. Go down to week 6. So in our template 208 to 212, we had 2 steps. The first step was to find 15 large images and to send that to me. Make sure you have done that. This video is on how to use Photopea. So I'm going to click on the step 2 under week 6. So we have a progression of days. So the first day was last class, find the images, send it. Today I'm going to show you how to make a new piece of paper in Photopea, and then you're going to learn how to copy and paste. So on this I have a hyperlink. Click on Photopea website, and this is just like Photoshop. This is awesome. So you're going to select new project. Over here we have something highlighted. You can type in your last name, type in first name, are you G1, R7, R8, and then collage. You always want to make sure that you label it. Next, you want to change that PX into inches, IN. Let me zoom in here. So I have it set now to inches. Width is going to be 11. Height will be 8.5. And dots per inch will be 300. Then you hit create. So now I am going to show you how to copy or open a photo. We're going to put all 15 pictures on this white piece of paper. So I'm going to go to File, Open. Depending on where you put your pictures, maybe you have them in your Google Drive under your photos, or maybe you have them in downloads. So there's various places that you could have these in your Chromebook. I will assume that you have them in your downloads for now. And then if you don't have them in your downloads, then make sure you go into your drive, maybe your drive where you should have your Google Photos. All right, so I'm gonna go into my downloads. I'm just gonna show you how to open up a picture where you would select, this is open. All right, first things first. I am on the very first tool, which is called the Move tool. When you open a picture, it opens in a tab. So I could actually push or pull this silhouette down if I wanted to. I guess I can't. So I am going to use 2 hands, and I am going to push on the little sensor, the pad, hold my left finger on it, and my right finger will go over to that new piece of paper. So it's pretty big. To make it smaller, I'm going to make sure I'm still on that Move tool. I'm going to select Transfer or Transform Controls. I am going to hold in Shift with my left hand and then bring a corner in. This will keep it proportioned. And then when I like that size, I will then click back on that Move tool and unclick the Transfer control. Okay? Now, if you do not hold in Shift, this is what's going to happen. If you just click on the Transfer control and then you grab it, you can really stretch it out and make it look awful. So I'm going to do Control Z. So I suggest you hold in Shift and you go to a corner to make it small or bigger. When you finish, let go, click back onto the Move tool, and unclick the blue. So then you're going to repeat that 15 times. File, open. You're going to go into your downloads or into your Google Drive, and you're going to find your pictures and place all of your pictures on this 11 by 8.5. After you do that, you want to probably make sure they're all fitting on the page. Let's just put this on. So I click one, I hit open. Once again, there's tabs up here, okay? So I've already put that silhouette, so I'm going to X that out and get rid of it. But over here, I'm going to use two hands. I'm going to push and hold with my left hand and then drag it over into the collage. And it should work, but it didn't, did it? There it is. So I had to do it twice. So what I'm looking for is for you to fill this space with 15 pictures. And if you need an example, these are examples, all right? It tells you exactly new project, everything that I just said. If you click on this directions on this Google slide, you can go in and read. So I have broken it down into stages, okay? This is the final, this is our goal. We're going to put 15 pictures on a poster, and I will print that for you. The standard is to identify and define basic compositional variations. Students will identify large images for the internet and design their own interpretation of a photo collage. Notice all of the space is filled. Of course, the UGG shoes have a little bit of a white background, but notice that it is filling all of the paper. You can go through here, everything that I just said, highlights, name the project, last name, first name, G1, R7, R8, collage. It tells you exactly, click on that PX and change it to IN. Width is 11, height is 8.5, DPI is 300. Then you're going to hit create. So you should have this. Please make sure that you have turned in your pictures. That is worth some points. All right. So then once you start importing, you're going to have to end up saving it, which is pretty much, I'll show you in just a second. So one day you were to turn in pictures, and the next you were to work on the collage. So there's 2 grades for this assignment, okay? So if you are confused, I've broken it down and I have the Google slide. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to save it. I'm not finished, but it doesn't automatically save. So you want to do File, and you want to save it as a PSD, okay? This is Photoshop and with their layers, because every picture will have its layer. So save it as a PSD, and then it's going into the downloads, all right? How do you get to the downloads? You can add a new tab, go into the little 3 dots, go to your downloads, and look at this. Last name, first name, G1 collage. So when you save it, it will be named. So when you eventually turn it in, it will have your name. You can obviously turn this PSD in, but I don't want you to turn it in until you're finished. So if you were to turn it in, you would just go into canvas and submit this file. The biggest thing is, if we do save this, I think export as would be an option if you're finished. A JPEG is what we can use on our phone. It's usually what is can be emailed. So the way that I did that was file, export as, okay? So over here it asks you, you know, JPEG. So yeah, it should be set as a JPEG. I would not worry about all of these things. It's incorporated inches into pixels. Quality, you can leave it at that. Hit save, and now it's going into my downloads. So look at that. I have last name, first name, G1 collage. So please, pretty please, save it as a PSD first, and then save it as a JPEG when you're finished. When you save it as a JPEG, all those layers are smooshed and you can't go back and fix it, okay?